path that never sleeps. Maya had heard about the path that never sleeps since she was a child. The locals spoke of it in hushed tones, warning that the trail was different after nightfall, alive, watchful, and unwilling to let wanderers leave unchanged. Intrigued by the stories and driven by a restless curiosity, she decided one evening to see it for herself. As twilight faded, she stepped onto the narrow dirt path, the surrounding woods swallowing her whole. The air grew cooler, and a subtle tension settled around her, like the forest was holding its breath, waiting. With each step, the usual sounds of the forest, the rustle of leaves, distant bird calls seemed to fade, replaced by an unsettling silence. The path ahead twisted unpredictably, and the faint glow of the moon struggled to penetrate the thick canopy. Suddenly, Maya caught a faint whisper, almost like a breath carried on the wind. She paused, heart quickening, scanning the darkness, but saw nothing. Yet, the feeling of being observed intensified, as if the very trees leaned closer, eager to share their secrets. As she ventured deeper, the path seemed to shift beneath her feet, subtly changing direction each time she blinked. The whispers grew clearer, snippets of conversations, laughter, and distant cries, yet no source was visible. Maya's pulse rattled in her ears as the forest around her appeared to breathe, branches swaying despite the absence of wind. Her mind struggled to grasp what was real, but an inexplicable pull urged her onward, deeper into the heart of the unseen. Suddenly, a shadow detached itself from the trees, not solid, but shimmering like a ripple in the air. It hovered just beyond reach, its outline shifting between human and something else entirely. Maya froze, breath caught between fear and fascination. The figure's eyes gleamed softly, not with malice, but with an ancient sadness. It whispered her name, a sound both familiar and foreign, as if the path itself were reaching out to claim her story. Panic surged, but so did a strange comfort, the promise of understanding the path's restless secret. Maya turned to run, but the path behind her had vanished, swallowed by darkness. Every direction looked the same, twisting, endless, and silent, except for her own ragged breaths. The whispers returned, now urging her to listen, to remember forgotten memories she never knew she had. The forest was no longer just trees and shadows. It was a living archive of every soul who'd walked the path, trapped between wakefulness and dreams. Understanding dawned. The path never truly sleeps, and those who enter become part of its restless vigil. In the dim light, Maya closed her eyes and took a deep breath, surrendering to the path's pull. Memories flooded her mind, faces, voices, moments of fear and hope from strangers long gone. The forest seemed to pulse with their stories, a collective heartbeat of forgotten wanderers. When she opened her eyes, the path ahead was clear once more, bathed in gentle moonlight. The forest had released her, but she knew the trail's watchful nature would stay with her forever. The path that never sleeps wasn't just a route through the woods. It was a guardian of lingering souls, inviting the curious to listen, but never truly letting go.